Good evening, this is Nerds to Human, and welcome back to our Teutonic Rebels campaign. And you join us outside of Hamburg, where we are waiting for Prince Skapti, squatting here on the river crossing and waiting to see if they will take the bait. Now, okay, looks like some good units in here that we might well struggle to take on, but a bridge seems as good a place as any to take them down. Even if we do lose and this army gets knocked out, well, hopefully we can do hefty damage. We do have more forces coming thanks to, yes, last time's defeat of Norway. Now, Norway, not only did Norway give us a new general, they also gave us a few mercenary units, and very nice to have. We can actually hire more, by the way, if that's what we want to do next turn. I might well do that, actually, because, yes, Pavis crossbowmen could be very nice indeed to add into the pile. We have ourselves a boat or two as well, which means we can get our troops across to come and reinforce. Not only is that important to us, but we also have the units from Akashus over in the north. We can get ourselves dismounted field knights, half-skulls, and some feudal knight cavalry as well. Excellent stuff for us. Hasselholm is upgrading to a castle too. That will soon be able to give us more units of the same. So things are looking pretty positive right now. We are moving forward swiftly in this part of the world. We're very much playing the Kalmar Union at this point in time. However, unlike on the Kalmar Union campaign where we actually managed to show off diplomacy in Medieval 2 working very well, we obviously are just at war with everyone. We are trying to hold people off, but the money that we managed to sort out last time is coming into its own. We are, yes, lining up units here and there, which is excellent to see. It does mean that we can, yes, try and grow a few more of these towns. We did obviously poke back into New Stettin last time. That was good fun. And the other likes of Shameful Spearmen obviously will be attacked again, but one turn from an actual palisade. That might not do us well, actually, if they just siege us out. Not sure we can sally forth very well. But anyway, in theory, it'll be fine because it just means we have an extra wall and some towers. Lvov still looking solid now, though, with some reinforcement units to, yes, just make sure that we have extra army at some point able to poke the Mongols or whoever else we feel like poking in this part of the world. On that note, though, Minsk is under siege. Good chance they're coming in this turn. We do have some mines ready to be built, so it'd be nice if they could get on with dying so that, yes, the gold could end up in our coffers. That would be grand. And finally, up north, we of course have Reval, which with a few extra reinforcements is starting to look solid enough to hold on to. Narva likewise needs to hold off against the Danes. And Tosno, we've just got to hope that this army continues its indecision and doesn't poke us, but in time might well be able to reinforce it. For now, it's a little bit too small. I could probably probably a good idea to try and get those troops or get some troops over there to help out, but probably not quite the right time to do that. We're just going to have to hold on for now. Immediately then we're going to have to fend off the attack on Minsk. This is good news though. It means we can get those gold mines built. It means we can get some retrain and some more troops in. They haven't sent enough, I don't think, colourful as they are, to actually gain ourselves victory or gain themselves victory. Dismounted Tartar Lances. Very nice looking unit, I must say. Latvian crossbows, Tartar Lances, Estonian rebels. Why are you not on our side, lads? We have the Bojarisha, which are a fun name again. Very, very colourful and a nice selection of different units here from Lithuania. Shame for them that we're going to have to shoot them down. Let's head on in. Unlike last time, unfortunately, we don't have a big U-shape to defend. However, I do still feel pretty confident that we can cause some lovely, lovely damage. So you guys, Baltic Archers, shoot down their chaps who are trying to enter our city. Estonian rebels can go down. Tartar Lance is down there. Actually, maybe we should be getting some shots in at them. A few nice shots at these crossbows before they get up here would be good, though, just to make sure they feel a little bit sadder about their life. That is excellent news. We'll shoot down some of these units as they get towards the gate. Now, they probably will crack it open. I don't imagine the flaming missiles doing anything. Never really worth shooting flaming arrows with the archers, in my experience, unless you've got like 4 or 5. Even so, they're just so pathetic, I generally find. So, these guys, are they going to put their ladder up or not? Yes, they are. You need to switch around, by the way, then, because I really want these archers to continue moving. So let's get people Yes, shifting forwards. Let's try and get on top of these as much as possible. Right, as for here, we're going to need to hold this gateway fairly well, actually, by the looks of this. So, woodsmen can get into that position. And we'll just back that up. Be nice and quick, please. Nice and quick, please. Archers reformed. Hopefully not too late. Let's just get some more missiles in there. We'll stay off the fire for now, because they are just flying in here. Unlike the last army, they don't have all the catapults to muck around with, and whilst that can be annoying, it actually does slow them down. The AI tends to, if you're clever enough, get itself stuck, and can often lose skirmishes pretty darn badly if you put them in that situation. So yeah, I'm quite happy to beat these Latvian crossbows with these peasants. They do have experience. They are taking some shots, by the way, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. So yeah, we'll just shoot out missiles across at these guys. Tartar Lancer Spearmen, maybe some flaming arrows into them so that when they crack through the gate in a moment, they're ready to die. Okay, alright, these guys are just getting themselves organised. Estonian rebels up here. You should be on my side, guys. The peasants will chop you down as a result of your fiendishness. There we are, some of them coming on in. That's not too many units, so I might just send some flaming arrows in just to try and cause some annoyances. We do have our boyars back here. They're throwing their javelins. I'm not really sure why. They're actually getting hit by their missiles, which unfortunately we can't really move across now. So it is what it is. Yeah, get yourselves over here. They've routed straight away. That's good. That's what I really needed to see, because this could have gone very badly otherwise. But I think the flaming arrows just helping things over the line here. As for our peasants, they're losing. They are losing that. They are definitely losing that. There's some more peasants over here though to come and help, so you come and get involved. As for the gateway, yeah, they're just routing as they enter. That's kind of perfect. Those javelins are doing lovely work. I actually took off skirmish mode and not fire at will. All is fine though, because I did want to hit these more cavalry lads as they arrived. So I think we're in a good position here, chopping through them as they arrive. The guys in the walls are going to give up very soon. Yeah, I think boyars, start moving yourself forward when I chase these guys down, because I think they're pretty much done, except for this unit of Estonian rebels here, who, because they're rebels, are the greatest unit that they could possibly have fielded. But it's not going to be enough. We've got them defeated. Oh, lovely. Boyars, chase them down. Those guys actually won't get caught, of course, so any last missiles you can send into them would be fully appreciated, to be honest. But, you know, it is what it is. That's fine. You guys maybe get on top of those Tartar Lancers instead. Looks like victory for us with only 12% loss. I'll take it. Another glorious victory for us over here for Yusuf, which is lovely stuff. Not too many casualties suffered by us. One peasant unit pretty darn badly chunked, but I think in general I'm quite happy with that. Most of those were defeated. A few of them get away, but only a few back to Homel. That's good for us. It looks like they're sending an immediate reinforcement army to go and deal with that. Novgorod moving forces around, but nothing attacking me just yet. I'm not sure if they're at war with the Mongols or not, but it would certainly be helpful if they were. Rebel over here is going to be under attack from a priest, by the looks of it. I don't mind, lads. Doesn't bother me at all. They continue to shuffle around, but most importantly is Denmark. What are they going to do? Holy Roman Empire, of course, are at war with them. They could help us out an awful lot if they were to continue with the poke. Instead, they are shuffling around. Again, refusing to attack my cities. Alright, their main force is wandering away from Hamburg at this stage, which is a shame, but we should be able to take care of them ourselves. What's going to happen? It looks like he's shuffling forward to us. That would be good. Now, in theory, if we win this, we could rush into Hamburg and take it and try and grab some forces for ourselves. That would kind of be the ideal. That's a good question here. How many of these do we want to actually capture? If they run through us, we'll just kill them all. That's fine. If they want to run the other way, that could work in our advantage. Let's actually win the battle first, Thomas, because these are experienced Huskarls. 2 experienced Huskarls. Pretty much all around. We are not going to rout these guys that easily, are we? But they have no missiles. They have no missiles, and they have Skapti to be shot down. Marks of War unfortunately means he's going to last a little bit. I wouldn't mind Prince Skapti surviving and us picking him up later, but it is what it is. Unfortunately for the time being, we might just have to kill him. We'll see how the battle goes. It's probably our best path to victory. Let's head on in. In we go then for what is going to be a massive and potentially pivotal battle. What I'm going to largely do then is get my troops into a nice circular formation over here. This peasant unit's actually a bit of an extra, isn't it? Okay, they are going to try and cross this horribly icy river. Maybe they should have built a road or a bridge or something, lads. But anyway, all my crossbows now should be, done with standing around and just shooting in as much as we can do. Oh, they do have a very small unit at the front, those crossbow militia. Hopefully will be shot down in the river. That is excellent news. So yeah, we unfortunately we're coming up against experienced lads, and not only that, very strong ones, at least for the early game. Dismounted Huskarls can actually work pretty well even into the later end, so we have to do the best we can to shoot these guys down in the river. So yeah, we've got ourselves a bit of a sort of a circular formation here, just to try and make sure that we do as much damage as we can. But yeah, we want to try and get them feeling surrounded. They are very likely to rout, so that's fine by me. I want to be aiming somewhere around this area. They've routed straight away. That's good. That's a routing unit, and that's going to make things awfully nice for us. These crossbows are right at the front, but that's just to give them the best angle possible, and hopefully we'll be in a strong position. We're going to let them charge in, but that's just going to get them more and more in a surrounded position. So that's fine by me. All my infantry can largely go onto guard mode, to be honest. I want you to kind of hold position. Those units there, just holding into that little gap. Shoot in as much as you can into whoever you want, quite frankly. I've got everyone on a sort of a long formation here just to try and make sure that we are... Oh, okay, that unit's routed early. That's not too surprising. I'm going to send you into that flank. No, get yourselves down here. We need you into that position. Do some spare units, by the way. Let's just go and send some of them over onto this flank. It's probably for the best. Let's just get some heavy cav into their peasants over on this side. This unit, if you can get yourselves over here, that'll be bloody lovely, actually. Lots of crossbows doing their damage. What are we looking at? 7% to 10%. We are mildly winning, but only mildly. Going to go for a charge with some of these cav. Keep the general fairly close is my general plan, to be honest. They are pushing us back, but that's fine. I'm just going to start sending people in at this stage. The general hasn't crossed, has he? Don't think so. My town militia are running that way, which is of interest. Not really sure why they'd want to do that, but we'll do it anyway. There's a rout. Start sending the other cavalry in. Let's see what more routing we can cause. Okay, we've got the odd rout. Come on, let's see if we can just push this in with our general. Yes, come on, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. General's taking a weird route here. Doesn't really matter, we just want some pushing power at this point. All infantry, do you want to go off guard mode? Let's go on the attack, yeah. Push, 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 push. We are largely breaking them now. It's just a couple units who haven't gone. They're gone, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone. The general now, all missiles in on him. All infantry, stay where you are. We'll just chop him down where they stand. The general can come on in now, and if we kill him, we kill him. If we don't, we don't. Let's just get my cavalry back out into that position. We don't need you on the front lines for the time being. All the missiles at the general. If we kill him, we kill him. I'm fine with that. But yeah, 52. There's some feudal knights coming in as well. So yeah, any missiles shoot at the general, but we might catch some feudal knights as we do it. Most of these they're going to cause some damage to us because they're fighting to the death, but that's fine by me. We'll just chop him down. That's going to be the best situation for us. Feudal knights coming on in. Generals at 50. Yeah, okay, they're just a little bit broken up, aren't they? We're not really in the best formation, but we're doing something, and that's fine. It's absolutely fine. They're just chasing down this one militia who for some reason ran into their cavalry. No idea why they chose to do that. But it's fine, absolutely fine and dandy. As the general pulls himself into battle then, we need to get on top of him. Everyone piling in on the general now. Missiles. Shoot in if you can. Anything we can be doing. That's the feudal knights gone. That's fine. Shoot the feudal knights as they flee. The general we won't worry about. We'll just use the infantry on him. He's wavering. Actually, shoot him in the back. Shoot him in the back. Shoot him in the back. He's turned around. The game obviously knows what's going on, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's the general right at the front. He is not going to be making it through us here today. We're just piling in on him. I think at this point, time to send in the general. Yep, there we are. Missiles on those feudal knights at the rear. Do we want this guy to live? I actually wouldn't mind him living. I actually wouldn't mind him living at all. Are those infantry going to come back? I highly doubt it, you know. I don't think we can get those units on our side in that circumstance. I'm going to get my infantry to stay, actually. Infantry. Get yourselves over here. Infantry's going to stay. Cavalry's going to cross and just see if we can chase down some more of those infantry. But if we don't kill the general, it might not be the worst thing in the world in the long term. Officially, they are now all fleeing. That's good. Cut them down. I don't know if we can even get these on our side. It doesn't look like it based on Akashus, to be fair. So dismounted feudals can be chopped down to our heart's content. That will be, or dismounted Huskars, sorry. Dismounted feudals we can get, of course. That's what we do want to be getting on our side. We do have the standard problem here where they're chasing some guy and not the other guy who's actually near the exit. But this is a massive victory for us. 98% killed. The general will escape. Now, hopefully he can't escape across the river, but who knows what the AI will do with him. Oh, indeed, he is actually going to flee southward towards the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, that's a very weird bit of it. Oh, my days. That is perfect. That force is going to try and reconvene with him. Another day, another siege for shameful spearmen, although on this occasion, of course, we actually have ourselves a wall. So no immediate attack. Hopefully they actually build some kind of equipment so that we can defend properly. But yes, maybe it will eventually fall hilariously having put up some walls. A new turn comes with a gift from the council, a mere 1,000 florins, but we'll take it. That's nice to have. Over here then, Captain Niles. Oh yes, so lovely river victory there on the Elbe, but we are going to have to, yes, figure out how we're going to do this. Hamburg has itself dismounted feudal knights, 3 Viking raiders, and a general. Not the leader though. The faction over here, don't know what the faction leader is. He's probably, I guess, up in the Narva region, I would suppose, wandering around, trying to figure out how to take our settlement. Now, we know that army wandered off over here. So I suspect there's a good chance we're going to have to block the river, which makes the Hamburg siege a little bit awkward, to be honest. My boats aren't quite in position to get all my men here just yet. I will get that one extra guy, mind you. And we can make it to that river easily for next turn, but not necessarily now, which is a bit of a shame. Do we actually have any cav here? Oh yeah, there are some nice units here as well, actually. Okay, you guys, who can get aboard? I'll tell you what, we'll grab what we can. Viking raiders, let's just focus on them to start with. Yeah, a couple of those. Let's get some of the peasants out of it. Actually, that was actually going to be fine, Thomas. So you know, it's fine. We'll do that. That will do. And we can pretty much get to the same spot, which is just over here. Okay, so our army is looking pretty close to being ready to being shipped over, but it's one turn too late, sadly. So that's a shame. We could actually, in theory, actually no, we don't need to worry about that. We can send this guy to come and reinforce. You can come and help. What I really need to figure out is how many units I'm going to send to this bridge, or am I just going to face them out? Am I going to allow this to be a field battle? I could defeat them in the field, let them flee. Skapti can totally make it though. Oh, I need to work this one out. Okay, let's figure out what else is going on first. Shival Spearmen under attack from Poland. No siege equipment. Might need to sally there. Not necessarily ideal. Stralsund up in the north. I think we're fine for the time being. We have ourselves more units being recruited. Plenty of recruits here and there anyway. So that's marvellous to see. Keep getting these sent down south. At the moment, I don't necessarily have any way of training any boats. We'll have a turn off of building from there. Hasselholm 1 turn from getting its own recruits anyway, which will be lovely, and we're very close to having Hamburg on our side. Production, population, top. Overall, only second to the Teutonic Order, third of military. 7th on financial, but we do have some money, so that suggests that they are all cheating rather spectacularly. Okay, some more forces here. Now, okay, good old Dostoevsky over here is currently looking a bit too well guarded. But maybe if I just wander here, they probably won't bother attacking because it's in Novgorod territory. But it means I can hopefully swing back around to Minsk in a turn or two. That is probably for the best. Okay, we'll retrain. Actually, do we want to retrain? Probably not. Probably better off getting ourselves, a little bit of extra firepower. Let's get 2 missiles. We've got enough on the walls, I think, for the time being. Do we though? I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we do want an extra bit of spear militia just to make sure we are safe over there. Up in the north, though, gathering our forces. No attack on us from northern enemies, but I would really like, actually, to have a spare unit. Yes. Let's go have a little look-see in this direction. There's Pernau. You can't see across to Allensburg, but Pernau potentially on the weaker side. A bit of scouting could be interesting in that part of the world. Let's keep an eye on that situation. Narva's getting very well stacked. We're going to start ruining our economy if we don't do something with them soon. So yeah, what I probably want to do I want to reinforce Tuzno or not? There's a chance to go for Novgorod at some point, but I don't think it's right now. Okay, we're going to have to figure some of that out, but most of this is looking very, very positive indeed. So yeah, I think I'll just send another unit out there. But Lvov, has itself its spear militia. Let's free up, keep a few of them, so we'll keep those in the city. And for now, we need to work out what we're going to do with Hamburg. I've decided my best Hamburg plan is probably to be a distraction force. So I'm going to send my men over in this direction. But I just want them, I don't know exactly where they're hiding. So I'm just going to send them over here. If I can distract them with enough battles, then hopefully we'll be absolutely fine. So let's just send a few peasants here or there, just to make sure that, they have to do a little bit of fighting and lose some movement points where they don't want to. So that's kind of the general plan. I think we might end up losing the experience doing that, Thomas. Yes, indeed we do. So it's fine. We'll just send him over here as well. And they're going to get distracted by all of these units, hopefully. And that means we'll be able to just take this city here. So one more peasant, I would suggest, in about... We just need to be in a position where they're not going to draw anyone else in the same battle. So I think that will do. That will hopefully just block them up, keep them distracted in the field, while we move in to Hamburg, baby! This could be a very tough battle, by the way. It is a fortress. So, yes, we're going to have to take people down on the walls. We might actually need to buy more time to go and actually take this. So we'll continue to send more and more units. We might actually need Gustav to finish this off. But we'll see how I feel. Oh, look at the upgraded armour and shields as well. That could be a big problem. But we'll see what they do on the end turn because, I think we should have a good chance here of blocking them off. Probably need to block off this way as well, so have a little think about that. Got a little bit more money to spend, so I'll have a ponder around the map and choose how and where I want to spend my money. Before I do end my turn though, actually I have myself a little boat here which has managed to escape from some of those Teutonic Order fleets. They didn't attack me. So Window looking very weak indeed. I'm not sure I want to poke that, to be honest. But if I continue moving this way, there's Allensburg looking very weak. 2 Order militia, just some militiamen. Okay, that is very much of interest. Okay, and that note then, maybe we'll want Abo just to get us a couple extra troops. We might be able to just poke our way into there if we're clever. And it's a bit isolated. Might just be able to nab this corner off. Might be a good way of moving forward just a little bit. We could do with this castle getting upgraded though in time. So I'm going to get myself land clearance, try and get the growing in this part of the world, because this is going to be hard to hold on to if I'm not careful about it. So ballista towers over here. Oh, this is 11,000. That is magnificent. So yeah, why can't we get any more here? Is it because you're Norse? You're Danish rather than... Oh, what are you? You're Norse rebels. So yeah, Norway. What is going on? Oh, it's a city, of course. It's a large city as well. So I can't actually convert that into a castle. Bit of a shame, but we can at least get some units out of it. Bit of an odd attack here. Stralsund under attack from a small Holy Roman Empire force. And sending more units in a bit of a random direction there. Intriguing. Okay, General and... Oh, right. He got distracted there. Oh, yes. The Danish turn has ended. That's excellent news. This is interesting. Our House Merchants Guild is available, and I probably will go and take this. Normally, I mean, on the actual base game, you wouldn't bother because, yeah, you don't have any money. But since we have some economy, that's a pretty good idea. Reinforce Koshalin, which we, in theory, could do one day, but, you know, I don't really know when we're going to pull that one off. I'm actually going to attack this. They got a ram. They look like very damaged units then, because yeah, they've got a load of them. General over here, Prince Skapti, is continuing to be distracted. That is perfect as far as I'm concerned. This force can make it as far... Where am I better off getting to? That is a question. It's half decent units, aren't they? I suspect we're probably better off just going to the path, actually, and going from there. And that means next turn we'll have him to help us get this over the line. We need to potentially be quite careful about that situation. Let's get one more peasant over in the clog up the world situation. But at least now we know. Yeah, you need to move like one more. Okay, we're going to go there. That's fine. Alright, as for you... Yeah, we'll just send a couple of them actually over to the bridge. So if we do get attacked on the bridge, at the very least... Yeah, we'll move you into the army. And you are... Actually, we'll move one more in that direction. That'll be okay, I think. So yeah, we'll do that, and then we've at least got a little force on the bridge if we need to go and deal with them. But I need to be careful of them sallying forth. This force on the bridge could do maybe one more infantry. Just needs to be there. I'll send a peasant. But I think this will be fine if they want to sally forth. But we need to be just a little bit careful on that whole situation. But I'm pretty pleased about that. Minsk, by the way, has the mines fully complete now. That is beautiful. Can't afford the next level. But worth bearing in mind that we can do that in time. Right. Struggling to retrain peasantry here. That's worth bearing in mind, but it's okay for the time being. We have these units who can now make it to Minsk. Minsk is looking very strong at this stage. Lvov's still just sitting here with a full stack basically, which is good fun. We can continue to just train up the odd force. I did see a full stack around here, so I need to be wary of that if I'm going to try and poke. But Pinsk is the very edge of their empire, and it would prove a potentially good little snipe, to be honest. So I'll have to bear that one in mind. Down here I could theoretically make it all the way to Kiev if I'm clever enough. Tosno, once again, it's getting threatened, but they haven't yet made a move on that, so won't worry about that. Oh yeah, Arensburg, that's where we really want to be thinking about. So yeah, boat up to Abo. Abo can just do the same again. This time, yes, up to 3 infantry and 3 crossbows. That should be good. They've got the extra shield, so I think we'll be fine with that whole situation. 2 more infantry there. Actually, no, let's get them retrained instead. Retraining's probably better. Let's not worry about getting this one over there. Yeah, there's actually a proper force over here, by the way. Sword Brethren, all of that, and Burger Pikemen. Yeah, so we can't take too much out of Revel. We need to do this with the Abbé force. That's fine. If we can snipe something, I'll be pleased with that old situation. Merchant's Wharf. I'm going to spend my money on the Merchant's Wharf, but Hasselholm can now get me. Viking Raiders is going to take a few turns for those to be available, and indeed another turn or two for them to be back. But we do have this boat over here, actually, don't we? Indeed we do, sir. So yeah, send them into there. Send Captain Eric up to Asherhus, where next turn we'll be doing a little bit of training. Okay. Cavalry can make it up to Gustav, so we'll send them ahead and we'll figure that one out as we go. Those spearmen, those infantry can't actually get anywhere further. Okay, that's fine. You, sir, just move back here. It might tempt him potentially. And as for everything else, ooh, a 5th unit there wouldn't be terrible actually. Do I want to hold off that Merchant's Wharf just for a moment? Possibly I do. There's a few of these towns that are just on the edge here. Need to repair that wall for one thing, Thomas. Probably a good idea. We'll just retrain the 2 we've got over instead in plenty of units there. And over here there's really nothing much we can do. Oh, actually, on that note, we were going to send some forces over from here to reinforce. So maybe we should do just that. We'll just send the peasants. Nothing too fancy, but we'll send them over there. I think that is actually a mission, by the way. So yeah, we will do that, in which case we won't retrain those. We'll get those done first, and we'll retrain those on the following turn. And New Stettin will just have to hold on. It's got 2 half-decent units at the very least. Okay, things looking good here. Bit of money saved up. Do I want to spend it up in these towns? We're already doing the retrain in Revel, aren't we? I'm going to say 1 less of that and 1 more infantry just to make sure we're guarded in case of attack. Viking Raider, always nice to have if you can train it. So let's end a turn. Let's see what happens. Big old force attack in Revel. That's a problem. Good thing we got an extra unit there, but I wish I'd got 2 actually, having said that. Hopefully we can hold out. Are they sending a force there just to attack that peasant? Maybe they are. Potsdam under attack with the wrong of the 2 forces. Stralsund has been relieved. Not revealed, relieved. Their forces, nope, that force doesn't do anything. And, oh, Denmark attacking Holy Roman Empire. Well, I'd rather you stay alive, actually, because you are supposed to be my next force, but they are continuing to fight. Okay. Oh, boats attacking me. That's a bit of a problem. Need to be careful. Let's take out Denmark next turn so that the boats don't get to sink me. As for this guy, oh, I think we know how this goes. For whatever reason, these units always decide to lose these battles, but we do actually have a wall on this occasion. So in many ways, I feel like it might make things worse for us, but you know, we'll see how all of that goes. We have ourselves some missiles being shot. There are a few arrows doing some terrible, terrible peppering by the looks of it, but we have killed a few with the arrows so far, so hopefully they'll just stand here and get themselves shot. My archers probably need to just move themselves back. We are, oh yeah, around the little side bit here. So yeah, it's still the same layout. It isn't like when we get to the bigger towns. We are on, yeah, this kind of layout right now. So I think what we'll do is we'll get our archers just moving over here. Infantry can be ready at the gate. And we'll just have to see if we can do anything about them as they arrive. So, okay, we're actually losing a couple men to their missiles at this point, which is a little bit embarrassing. But it is what it is. British archers, they'll hopefully go down to the infantry as they arrive, but we'll just have to see about that. Don't like how this is going to go, do I? No, I don't really like how this is going to go, but I think we'll be okay. Battering ram's finally at the wall. I thought it's been there for ages, so hopefully we can continue to do some good shooting work with the towers. In they go then, and hopefully they will rout as ever we are used to. The towers will hopefully keep shooting people on the outside, but they are just going to pile on through, aren't they? Yeah, they are totally just going to pile on through. Send flame missiles in to see what damage we can do, but I think this one could be pretty darn tough for us. Our numbers are so low at this stage. Surely we can't. Our general is dead. No. At long last, shameful spearman is going to fall, isn't it? Just as soon as we built some ruddy walls. It's not really why it's fallen. We've been able to do a decent job of defending this so far, but I don't think it made any difference if we stood up over here, to be honest with you. The walls have done lots and lots of damage, I think we'll probably find. But we'll let them continue to fire, and we'll just see what damage we can do. I'm on flaming arrows just to try and break them, but it is a shame. We're going to fall eventually here. We'll take it back, though. Fear not, we'll take it back. There'll be no shame for our spearmen, because the spearmen, you might notice, are gone. They fought to the very last. It is depressing to see shameful spearmen fall, but when we reclaim it, we can rename it, for the spearmen did fight to the very last. Minsk under attack from the Mongols. Wasn't expecting that, but that does at least explain where that army went. So that's of interest. Hopefully those Lithuanians will just attack them. That would be much, much more amusing. And yes, this army is just supposed to come up here and meet this force, which I'm about to train. I'm actually going to go for charging cav rather than the heavy huskars. Diplomatic information. Poland, Holy Roman Empire are at war. That's good to see. Holy Roman Empire and Teutonic Order have broken their alliances. That seems very related. I don't know where the king is. Oh yeah, he went around here, didn't he? That's good news. So yeah, their boat is potentially a problem, but it won't be a problem if I just send my men into battle. Okay, we can totally arrive with the reinforcements we want here. So let's send in some slightly more solid units. Let's grab these guys. You come and join the force. That'll be excellent. What else would you like to join? Definitely the heavy cav, because they can at least put up a good fight when it comes to it. Who else would we like to get out of this army? You... Oh, because they've joined now they can't leave. Bit of a shame. But hey, it is what it is. We're going to get this force to reinforce anyway. And they're already losing their strength a bit. But we do need to head in this turn just to make sure those boats don't sink us. Settlement besieged, Minsk from the Mongols. We should probably go look at that. And Sheffield Spearman has been occupied. So at least they fought to the bitter end this time. We've got ourselves the repairing on Stettin done. That's good to see. Retraining is happening. And we'll get ourselves a little bit of reward from the nobles. I don't know who the nobles are, by the way. Who are our council of nobles? Utter numpties, the lot of them don't really understand what the anarchy is all about. Okay, Potsdam, there's no ram there. I think the Holy Roman Empire realised that we are potentially a problem to them going forward. So yes, if you Viking raiders can't afford that, might have better places I can spend that money. So we'll have a little look at that. What I am intrigued at, by the way, is this, yes. Abo, 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 abo. Okay, come and dump our forces in those woods. That will be amusing. This is my port, so actually maybe I'll just should I get into port? There's no crossing here, so they are stuck here if I get sunk. So let's just go back to port, possibly for the best. You get into there. Let's see how Rebel is looking. They have equipment already, but I don't know what the army consists of. They have more than enough troops, you'd think, to take it, but we'll have to see how that one goes. Tosno continues to somehow just exist. Don't know why it does. God knows where this force can go. I mean, can you take a Lister by yourself? No, you cannot. Okay, you head over here. Are they a perfect ambush site? I don't know if they are. We're just going to head back in that general direction. They're a nice bonus unit, but nothing more than that. On the note, bonus units, here's another one. Muglin, though, these days does have itself a wall. Bit of a shame. No idea how we're going to use you. Just get onto the tower for the time being. Minsk, yes, under siege from Mongol infantry. We've never spoken before, sir. Alright, what are we going to do? These guys need to give me some intel. So, you get yourself here, but I don't really want to get killed by this guy. So let's just keep on wandering, shall we? Alright. Ooh. Lvov might finally actually come under attack. That is definitely noteworthy. One more unit. The Lancers, I might just send one here, just so we've got something to work with if we want to. There's a general in there, which is a bit of a shame. Can't do too much with that. Just remember, though, in the east, we're mainly trying to hold our position, you know. Anything we can gain is a positive, but it's not really the be-all and end-all. Do I want to maybe make a castle out of you? Might not be a terrible idea, to be honest, but we will see about that. Alright, I think it's time to stop wasting time and head into Hamburg, where, yes, a fool. Nice, a fool. I do like that. Bit of ambitious, smart. I was just shame you're not joining me here, Faldy. You're a bit ignorant, though. But he's not a bad lad in some ways. Got some decent retinue on him. Right, well, let's head in. We need to take him down. He has dismounted feudal knights. He has Viking raiders with sword and shields on the wall. We're going to have to do some manoeuvring, I think. We do have some mercenary Pervice crossbows who could do some good work. We're going to have to wait in terms of the heavy infantry support that will come for the Holy Roman Empire. Let's head in. In we go then, and this is going to be an awkward assault here. We're going to have to take on some pretty strong units. Viking raiders at the front here. We're going to have our towers coming into these more obvious frontal assaults, but we do have assaults on the flanks here. Mercenary spearmen heading into this wall here, as well as some Pervice crossbows heading into here. We really want some Pervice crossbows to help take over this area so we can shoot into the back of this force. That would be the ideal situation. Over on this flank, we actually have a clear run at the walls. This might cause them some absolute chaos. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So we've got some kind of weak units, to be honest, in this part of the world. But if it does give us a little bit of support, I'll be very, very happy with that. Mercenary spearmen coming over to this section might just cause those Viking raiders a bit of confusion as well. They are, in some areas, giving up the walls, which does tend to happen when they realise they've been outmanoeuvred. Indeed, that's what's happening in a few of these positions, actually. Yeah, you can actually come around with your lads back over here instead. That's the position I want from you. So get over there if you would be so kind. Now, I don't necessarily expect to do anything other than lose brutally at some of this front section, but I'll be quite happy about it if it means that we can wangle our way around to the other positions, because that's really what I want to do here. You immediately run into that gatehouse and make sure that we've got it under our control, because the moment... Come on. Come on. As soon as someone runs through that gate, the rest of us can get in. So please bother doing what I tell you to. Okay, other people are losing their lives, or these guys take their goddamn sweet time. But okay, mercenaries, what can you expect from them? That should be us. Good, it indeed is. As they run on in, what can we do? They are giving up several of these walls, which isn't ideal if they give them up entirely. I would like to pin a couple units in place. This force is potentially going to stay there. These ones are get themselves in position. So yeah, they're up against the walls now. Spearmen might just be able to climb down and hold them in position. That's kind of what I'd like, actually. So I'm going to tell them to do that. These guys, I would just like you to get yourselves up on the wall around about here. That would be perfect. Right, what else is going on? This is a very heavily micromanaging kind of a battle so far. Right, they've run through. Is anyone chasing after them right now? Or anyone going after that direction? No. The general seems to have wandered back towards the gate a little bit, but not entirely. Alright, I tell you what we can do with these guys then. We're going to send these over to this kind of an area here. Let's do something like that. That'd be nice. So yeah, you get over there. What unit was it with me? There we are, this guy. Get yourselves just a bit further back, but in a position where you can get some lovely, lovely shots in, get off skirmish mode, and hopefully you can do some lovely damage. As for this Pervice, we've really need from you, sir, is to get yourself, ideally it'd be over here to deal with these guys, but I don't think they are. What are they doing? Are they going to climb down as well? I think they're going to climb down, actually, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Hopefully then we can put a few of these in position. Good. Pervice are getting up there now. These are running off over there. Sadly, they're just going to manage to make it in time. Fine. What I want to do then instead is get, these guys over here to back up those. So you get into that position. We want those Pervice in there to shoot them in the back. Hopefully they'll hold for long enough. Over here, mercenary spearmen are chasing. That's annoying. They're going to do that. Okay, can we though get our crossbows in time just to pull them in, because that's what we want to do here. We want to catch them as they try and run back to their little plaza area, because that's really what this is all about. What's your range? Just a little bit further. It's moving forward. Back over here then, we have the dismounted feudal knights. They're the most important ones to take out, of course. And at this point, most of these Pavisa here, start shitting them down. They've got the Viking raiders sacrificing themselves on the wall. Too experienced though, they might have a chance. They're frightened and shaken. We've got mercenary spearmen getting in there. They're not going to do a brilliant job, but they're going to keep them busy and outnumbered. That's really what we want to see. A few, they didn't get pulled in by the crossbows. We did hit them. We didn't quite manage to draw them in further. Bit of a shame. Let's just make sure then these guys are a little bit further forward, so that when these guys flee, then we do at least catch them on this particular occasion. Those mercenary spearmen are already blocking them off. So at this stage, yeah, at the very least, we'll have to do more manoeuvring when it comes to the next part. The dismounted feudal knights will hopefully at least be taken out. As for our other units then, yeah, we can probably go and grab our ladders wherever they may be and move them. Oh yes, our ladders are out wide, aren't they? So it's going to be a little bit slow picking everything up and moving things, but eventually God, these things are awkward to pick up. Oh, it just worked right at the last second. Yes, you go and run and collect that ladder, and you go and run and collect this ladder, please. That would be marvellous. Over on the wall, we have managed to defeat the dismounted feudal knights. They are eliminated at this stage. That is excellently good news. A few of them still hanging around, but I think we've got them defeated. The real question is then, what are they going to do with all their Viking raiders who have unfortunately made it back to the plaza? We're going to have to figure out a sensible way of getting our ladders up to the walls to finish them off. Whilst the feudal knights have been taken out, we do need to be very wary now, because we are 2 towers down. Of course, we can't take those through the walls with us, but we've got 3 ladders now to do this. So we're going to get a few units into position. You get yourselves running over there. And you guys, you're here as well, yes, with your ladders. Yes, let's get them over in this position as well. So you over here, you over here, and we'll just see how that goes. Actually, let's get these crossbows into that position. Now the other unit over here, who are very tired, it turns out, not a good start. Yeah, they could do that, but let's just hold off on them. They're just hanging back over at the main gateway with some of his other units. So we'll just see how that goes in time. Let's just get the spear militia there, just blocking things up, just in case something silly happens. Get you into a nice straight formation. Make sure we are ready. Those towers might be able to shoot you from there, actually, lads. So let's just be careful about that. This tower is not activated currently. They're getting off the walls again, which is interesting. We'll just see how that goes. Yeah, just get everyone running. Yes, you don't need to run, you're fine. This unit does need to get running though. What I need to make sure we do then as we get ourselves... No, they're just climbing onto this section of wall. Makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, so Viking raiders are going to head up onto this bit of wall. And we're going to get the crossbowmen into that position. They're sending these Viking raiders over here. That's going to intercept those Pavis, but it's going to mean that these guys have themselves a free run instead, and that's the kind of bit of manoeuvring that we're looking for here. Just a couple more units, it would be perfect for them to defend this, but they're going to have to do, yeah, they're going to have to take some unnecessary damage as far as they're concerned. You get yourselves into position as well. They don't know how to do that. That's fine. I'll just run these guys into position. Let's just get some of our stronger units up towards the walls to face his Viking raiders. We'll have to just do what we can. We're going to lose those battles, but it's going to be what it is, really. So what we also need to do is make sure these guys are potentially, running over here. Get yourselves up to this position as well, because they seem to have reacted to this, haven't they? Yes, indeed they have. All right, get the crossbows into loose over here, and they can do some distraction and some fighting. Okay, I think we'll be okay, but it's going to be a bit of a hard one. Oh, the police crossbowmen have died instantaneously. That is not good news. So we needed them to do a bit of fighting for us, really. Right, spearmen. It might just be some numbers here that eventually do the work for us. We're going to need some good old backup mercenary. Yeah, let's get these guys in to come and help. You can just come and give us some support fire, to be honest. Get yourselves over here, and we need you nice and quick. Right, some climbing down, some climbing up, but to be honest, we just need to do whatever damage we can to them. That'll be fine and dandy. Send them up there as well. Honestly, just double units would be fine. Crossbows, sending in missiles to them, just do whatever you can. This is going to be very awkward to do. So where you just need the ram, really, when you've got superior numbers, because now we're having to do this the slow and chunky way, and that is not ideal. This is not going well, actually. We're losing an awful lot of these fights, an awful lot of our units. They are not managing to hold in position here. We've got the crossbows to finish the job when it comes down to the end. We haven't really got quite enough to actually do any damage to these guys. So we're just going to have to start with the... Actually, not you. Don't you worry about any of that. Don't worry about that. But we're going to send as many missiles in as we can to come and support them. Some extra missiles coming in the form of those guys. Those Pavis, likewise. Just do what you can. Shoot into those. We're just going to cause massive damage with the crossbows before we actually head in. And it looks like the spear militia giving up over here as well. Pretty much lost all these fights. We do, though, at least have a fresh unit here of our crossbows, which is something. There's a couple of towers shooting at them, though, so it's not particularly ideal, but we'll just have to do what we can. They're down to 40, and I think it might be time to get these guys moving into position over here. Okay, we'll get them slowly wandering. I think the towers will be shooting at the missiles for the time being anyway. 122. I don't think we're doing very much damage to them. And over here, these guys are still struggling. We're going to need to make sure we have enough missiles left to take out the general at the end of all that. When all said and done, that's going to be the most important part. So yeah, let's get these guys slowly walking into position. But we do need to get moving now, because we're going to start running out of time before too long. So let's start with these guys running on up first. And you can follow them up, and I think we'll be able to crack through them at long last. You guys get yourselves in. They've routed instantly, and that's going to clear that wall. That's just what we needed. Good work. We have officially got control of the gatehouse at this point, which is exactly what we needed. We do have some more of our crossbows coming up to the walls now. These are completely fresh lads, by the way. Eager, only warmed up from running over here. Same with this guy. Get yourselves up on that walls, start shooting. Time is actually running out quite quickly. Cavalry need to just run into position. And infantry, yeah, we've got some town militia up here, that's fine. I would normally go and send some units down here just to hold position so the towers don't shoot at us. But we'll just have to take whatever we can at this point. So, yeah, where are the rest of my missiles? Yeah, you can also just get yourselves up here. I don't really care how you do it. Just get yourselves up there and start shooting as soon as possible. The cavalry are getting themselves ready as well. Some infantry up here on the walls. Yeah, some more of these guys around. They're going to get a bit confused, I suspect. But, yeah, they're going to start wandering over here. That means that, yeah, we're going to send these down then to intercept them as much as possible. That's fine, so long as my missiles can be shooting. They're going to get into there. You know what? We can stay up here. We can stay up here. You'll be fine. Keep yourselves fresh enough, lads. You can fight them up on those walls and get the crossbows just shooting down into that general as much as possible. And yeah, these Viking raiders need to go and take on those guys. These guys onto those. In fact, all infantry at this point get on in. Cavalry pour on in through the gateway because it is enough under our control, right? Yeah. We can get in. That's fine. So cavalry, just get on top of them. They're routing instantly. They're wavering. They're routing instantly. That's good. So yes, we can just get our cav on top of them as much as possible. That's good. We can start doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is basically shitting down the general. At this point, all infantry in on that general, all cav. Just get yourself lined up over here. I really don't want the general going down for no good reason, to be honest. We've only just got him. We actually haven't had any candidates for adoption yet. It's a bit of a shame. But we can hopefully work that one out in time. Get all of those cavalry moving over there. That's fine. And I need my infantry. All of them just in on this general here. My general is right at the front where he's not supposed to be. Get yourself out of there, sir. I've asked you a couple times now. Thank you very, very much. All infantry should indeed be just running into this. All my missiles should be dealing with the general, who is a little bit weakened at this point, to be honest. We'll just have to deal with the losses we can in this battle. This is very much a inopportune snipe of an assault, but it will probably be what we need to finish it off, so I'll happily take that whole situation. Down goes the general. Excellent work. And with that, we should be in an excellent position to finish this off. Just pull out those cav. They don't need to die. We can't really retrain them. Pile into actually, no. We don't need to be fighting the Viking Raiders, Tom. They can just go back. We'll let the charge happen, but after the charge, yeah, just put them back out. We can shoot them down with missiles. All missiles. Yeah, anyone who's got ammo should just be shooting into these units by now. And we can just let them charge on in, rout themselves if that's what they want to do. That's the victory. But no. It's fine. We've got this far. We'll let the Danes over here in Hamburg go down properly. And their generals will join us. Not just the prince, by the way. The faction leader somewhere over in the Nerva kind of area. He's going to come join our side, which is excellent news. Let the crossbows finish it off. Bit of an awkward one. As I say, taking on Fortress with some solid units, good armour, all of that stuff, always going to be tricky. But I kept a few fresh units. Took my time, didn't just charge them in madly. We weakened them with a few missiles, picked up the weak spot, and then managed to manoeuvre ourselves in. Excellent work overall. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. And with that, Hamburg goes down, and this is a delicious moment. One faction last time went, but this time a much bigger scalp for us. Let's hope there's no surprise here. Sack the settlements. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Faction destroyed. Denmark are gone. Don't tell the Danes I'm actually going to Denmark in a week or two. But there we are. Oh, Skapti of Tasselak. Good old Skapti. Is this the old classic name from the John's Many a True Nerd campaign as Denmark? Sven of Milton Keynes, is that who this is? It might well be Sven of Milton Keynes. Wary of rebels, no effects. That's amazing. I've never seen that. I guess because we are rebel, there's now no effects. Very strange indeed. Okay, we can get some pikemen. Oh, lovely. We can get the pike fix activated and work on that. Okay, I'm going to hire those guys up straight away. Prussian archers, they're pretty nice as well, actually. Let's just hire a couple units. That'll work for now. Yeah, a couple of those, 850. It's expensive, but we'll do it for the sake of it. Utzon is just begging to be attacked. Maybe we should do that. Before we do that, though, mercenary captain, very nice indeed. +1 dread, enemy army routes. No need to worry about recruitment reports. Oh yes, we've recruited all sorts of nonsense. And am I right in thinking there should be another guy somewhere? I'm sure they had a faction leader. That's a random force. That's my army over there. Do they not have any? Oh, this must be him. August Masson, ornamental armour, not very good, sir. Dauntless, disloyal. Yes, a fun old mix. Maybe he just joined. I don't know if that is a Danish bloke or someone random, but anyway, we have ourselves an odd general here. We did know that Window was on the weaker side, so maybe there's an opportunity here. Don't see what else we do with him. So yeah, just head into Window, see what we can do with that. All right. Well. Denmark has fallen, and obviously the natural next opponent will be the Holy Roman Empire, who, let's be honest, we can take out our old city here nice and quickly. So into Uldson we go, but after that, we have some lovely work to do. We have ourselves reinforcements, some proper Huskars and feudal knights. We have ourselves, well, a general and some armies, a bit of retraining to be done there. We have more and more exciting units coming out of Akashus, including these guys who I forgot to pick up with a boat. Probably should remember to do that. Let's just send that boat over there. The Danish boats have sunk into the deep abyss, of course. And to be honest, having held on to Stralsund, Stettin, and grabbed up a couple more of these settlements, we're looking very good indeed. The Holy Roman Empire, if they get repelled from there, will be in a very poor position indeed. And we have more units popping up. Interesting. Well, let's sneak... Let's sneak around that army into an ambush spot. Okay, well, the Polish are still hiding in their own forest, fair enough, but we'll deal with them in time. Holy Roman Empire will go down next, and when we've got them gone, we'll have a good third of the map over there to play with. But in the north, it's just a case of holding for the time being, but we are starting to really make some moves, and as more forces pop up and rebel, yes, more opportunities might well come our way. So let's see how all this goes next time. But I think this has been a grand old affair today. So I hope you'll join me next time. Episodes Monday and Thursday, of course. And hopefully you'll join me for that. But for now, I will leave you with the grand old Kalmar Union pretty much formed here. Thank you very much. And bye-bye. Today we're going to go for particularly aggressive diplomacy. Oh yes, it worked. Kablamo! You were always going to die, Steve. Oh! My feudal knights! My crispy feudal knights! The ram's burning! Right at the death!